No, this must be right at the top. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can just, like I said, I'm lost for words. Actually, felt to me like I couldn't believe the whistle went and we won. To be fair, because you know, we really showed so much commitment tonight. The players, I'm so proud of the team. You know, I want to thank the Lord. He's really blessing us, and you know, it's a privilege to be part of this team and this occasion. And the comeback is special, Brendan. I won't lie, because they were really playing good rugby, and Franco has got a team now together for 4 years, and they a quality team, and therefore, you know, this is probably one of the best victories I had. Just the character that the guys showed.
Veel geluk, Johan. Johan, if we start, obviously you said yesterday 1 point win would be good enough, which you did, but I'm sure Andre Pollard's probably going to pay a few penalties tonight.
Hello, Jan. No, Andre's just said in the team talk now he's going to practice his goal kicking a bit. No, I mean, yeah, we can smile now. We got that 1 point more than them, and that's the thing. But obviously, you know, Andre, one game that he missed won't make him a bad player in that sense. But you know, we're just lucky that it didn't influence the result. In actual fact, one of the coaches made the comment, it kept Glasgow in their half, even the misses. So in that sense, it was you can always look at the positive, but yeah, I think at the end of the day, you know, you look at the fight that the guys showed and the tries they scored, and you know, luckily the kicks didn't count at the end.
Yeah, and I know there were 2 yellow cards in the first half, but there did seem some adjustment on defense. You seem to, I know it might have been subtle, but you did change your defensive pattern, which sort of kept the roving, that loop around play of theirs in check.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was for us to stay connected and to have a good tackle fight. And the second guy, you know, slow the ball a bit down, and then we can have time to scan and make decisions. I think we adjusted a little bit on the short side, our defense, where they got a bit of award. But, you know, there wasn't major things. I think just the guys knew that if, again, you know, the mistakes, it was in our control. And if we fix that, we can keep them at bay. And the most important thing was that we, you know, got momentum back on our side. They had a lot of momentum in that first half. We got a little bit back when it went to 10, but the second half we needed to score first, and we did that. And yeah, the boys showed with the ball and without the ball a lot of character.
Yeah, last one from me. I know you've been in a few finals. So you got experience of this. What do you do for the next? I know there's a break now, so it's 2 weeks. What do you do in the next 2 weeks? You can't really practice. How do you keep the guys busy and keep them up for the final?
Yeah, we'll see who we play and where we play, and once we know that, I think if we play Leinster, it's a Friday final. If we play the Stormers, it's a Saturday final. That will obviously influence our planning on training days. When we train, do we have to fly? Where do we have to fly to? And so on. And then we'll plan that. We've got two possible scenarios that we're waiting to finalize. How are we going to deal with the next 2 weeks? But once we know the result of the next semi-final, we'll put the plan in place. But in a sense, Jan, I think it's just to freshen up the players. We are going to go back to South Africa. We're not going to stay here and wait. So we're going to go back to South Africa regardless of where we play. And then we're going to give the boys a few days to recover. And then we'll start planning and building for the final.
Baie dankie, Jan.
Dankie.